Hey everyone, we are so excited to be back once again to get together and talk about real woman issues that concern friends, wives, mothers, educators, and entrepreneurs. I cannot wait to start the show, so let's get going.
It is now time for our
Spotlight!
So,
I always say things are my favorite, but
what are you talking about?
All the things we do are my favorite.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Say it's your favorite then.
This is my favorite part.
Why do we laugh so hard? So if you listen to our 18 to party, 21 to drink episode.
Yes.
21 to drink. Our 21st episode, you heard us do a brief conversation about
the weekend.
And
how you spend your weekends.
And are you doing your weekends right? I'm going to have to make sure I post that on the Sweet Tea and Sunshine page as well, so you guys can peruse it. So, you know, we had a conversation about, are you doing your weekend right? The article argued that weekends should not be for only
catching up on TV shows or staying in your house
and vegging out. Although we all recognize that those days are needed.
Yeah.
We are taking this spotlight as an opportunity to announce our brand new challenge.
And we did the Something New challenge, and you guys really did an amazing
y'all
job.
Embraced that, and I'm so happy that y'all, you kind of took a step out there and tried some things that you didn't think you would try.
And this is the end of our 3 months, and so I mean, we really can keep track of all who posted on our page with something new, with the hashtag. So we are stepping into our next challenge.
And we have so affectionately called it, in honor of our conversation, we're calling it the Weekender Challenge.
Yes.
So we want you to do your weekends right. Because, so we all definitely work to get to the summer. Like, we're like, we're ready for the summer so we can vacation and have fun.
Right.
Well, I know we're tired from the work week, but we should dedicate at least one of those days to doing something, like doing the weekend right. Whether that's Friday night, because, we had that discussion. Friday nights seem to be great to do things because then you still have all day Saturday. It's not all over. So,
also, maybe Friday night, this is a dream of mine. That to do like all my lesson plans, full of all my clothes on Friday night, and then it's like Sunday is so freeing, and we're not having stingy Sunday.
Stingy Sundays, y'all. Speaking of the Weekender Challenge, let's tell them about our stingy Sundays.
Yes, okay. So, and maybe that's what we need to work on. It's like making our Sundays not so stingy.
Yes.
Yeah. So, stingy Sunday basically means that our time is for us. Like me and World Famous do NFL football.
Yes.
So don't invite us anywhere on a Sunday because we will be stingy with, we're in his man cave. We're watching football the entire day after church.
And then even speaking of church,
right,
on stingy Sundays, you want to get to the earliest service.
Yes.
So you can get on back to the house to prepare for the work week that's coming up. It's so funny because we didn't even realize for real that we had this in common until one day we tried to record a podcast on a Sunday and it was disastrous.
That was
because
what episode was that?
I can't.
I gotta go back and listen. I bet it was hot mess.
Yeah. We were both, I was trying to stay Sweet Tea and sunny, but
I can bring those clouds.
Oh yeah, you brought the cloudy day, child, because we were just
panicking.
So worried about getting our week together. So we were super preoccupied. So stingy Sundays, I learned about them first. We didn't have a name for it. Sharifa just named it so quickly, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, that's what it is.
True. And my parents try to have like family dinner on Sunday, and I'm like, please let it be early. Can we just go to lunch? Like, I'm just trying to get all of that out of the way so I can just be at home.
Does anybody understand where we're coming from? Because I thought that it was just this. actually became like a little argument between me and that doctor because he was like, I don't like doing second services at church. I don't want to go and spend all day waiting in a restaurant to eat on Sundays. Can't we just go get some Kentucky Fried Chicken? Like, he just wants to run and get something and run to the house.
Just be home.
And be home. So
wait, would that be a... So we're saying that we want to stop doing stingy Sundays.
That's not...
Is that our challenge?
So the challenge is to make the most of your weekends.
Right.
Meaning taking one day to do something where you're living it up on the weekend. Whether that's just hanging out with friends at a house. Because like I said, one of the things that he said in the article was part of making the most of your weekend is being social. Okay. And that could mean just hanging out with somebody at their house. It doesn't mean that it has to be you're going skydiving.
Right.
Okay. Or going to Top Golf. It doesn't have to be like that, but a part of it is just the social interaction with people. And I know sometimes I'm not so fortunate to be that person, but sometimes you just, hole up in the house and you're not around anybody.
Right.
So the
I
point
understand
is
the decompression from the week.
Definitely.
But then also, what are you doing? Like, okay, when people comment, like, gosh, you're living your life. And I think, like, yes, aren't you? Are you really living your life? That's the question. Are you having time to enjoy the life that God has given you? Because, like, if you're just working or thinking about working or thinking about getting away from work, then I don't feel like that's living at all.
Right.
That's just my opinion. And I know other people have different ideas. You work, you rest when you're dead or whatever. And I don't agree with that. I just agree in having, like, looking forward to something. Funny story
looking forward to something. That's right.
Funny story is my Twitter handle is at Silly Holiday. And it's so funny how that came about because I found myself only having fun when we had holidays, like holiday break. Oh. And so it was a shift. And this is like, I was in my 20s back then when I was on Twitter back then. God. I mean, I still am, but it was a shift in the way that I saw how I was living my life.
I love
So I call it Silly Holiday, of course, to play on Billie Holiday.
That is so cute.
But Silly Holiday to me was like, who cares if a holiday's coming up? Today's going to be my holiday. This weekend's going to be my holiday. Like, every day is going to be my fun time because why am I living my life just looking forward to a break? Like, it was...
Right. Oh, I love that. Let me tell you, Gigi does a great job.
Yeah.
Not waiting on... Okay, so my friend and I, we early 30s. She was like, so what are you doing? I was like, nothing. And I was like, girl, Gigi's gone again. Gigi is my kid's grandmama, just in case y'all didn't know that. I'm like, girl, Gigi is going out. It was a Tuesday. Gigi is going out with her friends out to dinner. And my friend, Joycelyn, goes, oh, is it somebody's birthday? I was like, no. Nah. She was like, well, what are they celebrating? I was like, Tuesday. Oh, literally, yes. She just goes... and she's not walled into thinking she has to wait till the weekend. I ain't that unwalled. I'm gonna tell you because I like to be still through the week.
Well, our friend fix was on a Thursday, and then remember we went to the after party.
So much fun.
And then there was someone that was there that was like, "Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do next Thursday?" Like that.
Yes,
because it was so much fun. And actually, we did go out the next Thursday, but it was not a friend fix thing, but it was like we can do it during the week. We do it during the week in the summer,
right?
Not during the school year. So yeah, this is just something to ponder. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Amy. She is hilarious. She said she took a trip to New Orleans and listened to our podcast the entire way there and the entire way back. So she's like, now I'm all caught up on y'all. And so she was telling me she has this idea about challenges.
Oh.
And she's like, I hate challenges because it's just becoming a rampage. Everybody wants a challenge to do this. But she's like, I don't think a challenge is when you post pictures of yourself doing normal things. Like the whole marriage challenge. Like, you're married. It's not a like post a picture of your beautiful husband or wife. It's not really a challenge. I feel like you should be doing that on a daily basis.
Oh.
And I was like, and she feels the same about pop-ups, which I love pop-ups.
Yeah, you do.
And she says, you can't, like, if you're an artist, like a singer, and you pop up and sing, she's like, that's not a pop-up because that's what you do. And I was like, oh, be quiet. She's a former English teacher, so she's so literal.
I love that, though.
I'm going to tag you, Amy, so that you can hear
English
this.
teacher, shout out.
And I'm with her on a lot of things. We just laugh. Because I'm like, girl, okay, you're looking too far into this. But she's like, no, think about it. Why are people doing a beautiful challenge if they're just beautiful anyway? Why is it a challenge picture? Like,
gotcha.
It doesn't make... But our challenge really is, because if people are living their lives not enjoying the weekend or doing your weekend wrong, it will be a challenge to turn away from that. Repent.
It will be
do
a
something
challenge
different
to get off the couch.
Yes, that is definitely a challenge, Amy.
And yeah, so... we are going to, I feel like I need to read this paragraph.
Read it.
It says, here's what the bad good weekend looks like. After a week of long hours and late nights, Friday comes at last. You shift into indulgent me-time mode, collapsing on the couch for a marathon of sports watching or Netflix.
Yes,
add in some shopping, Facebooking, spying, a bout of hard partying, and you the man, right?
Yes.
Or woman.
That sounds good.
No, you not. Positive psychologists advise that the path towards fulfillment lies in leisure of a different and higher order.
Oh, a higher order.
According to the University of Calgary sociologist Robert O'Boy, most leisure falls into two categories: casual and serious. Casual leisure pursuits are short-lived, immediately gratifying, and often passive. They include activities like drinking, online shopping, and the aforementioned binge watching.
Sounds like my life.
These diversions provide instant hedonic pleasure, quite literally, actually. As all these pastimes cause the brain to release dopamine and provide instant soothing comfort.
Okay.
In a culture where many people exist all week in an amped up, overworked state, casual weekend leisure easily becomes the default for quick decompression. So I don't want to read the whole thing.
I want to know what serious leisure is, though. Just read.
But serious leisure is a far more beneficial pursuit.
Okay, yeah.
Serious leisure.
I'm into this.
I love
Can y'all
you.
tell?
Seizure.
Serious leisure.
Serious leisure activities provide deeper fulfillment, and to invoke a fuzzy 70s word, self-actualization. Self-actualization is the pinnacle of human development, according to humanist psychologist Abraham Maslow. Y'all know him if you're Maslow. Maslow for Californians, Maslow for Southerners. Okay,
low, like LOW.
That's exactly how it's spelled.
Yes.
Who describes it as the desire to become more and more what one is, to become everything that one is capable of becoming. In other words, getting self-actualized is the actual whole point of life. And passive hedonistic leisure. Can I be Southern?
I want to read over your shoulder.
Can you just read for me? Fun and occasionally necessary as it might be won't get you there.
So basically it's saying that the deep things are going to give you recognize your real life, but like the shallow, fleeting things,
quick fixes,
yeah, Band-Aid. It just puts a Band-Aid on it.
That's right.
And then you have to rip it off when you go to work again on Monday. So I want to know, like, what are some of the what do you think are some of the serious, right? What's it called? Yeah. Serious leisures. What are some activities that we can suggest that would be like a serious leisure thing? I heard. Okay, I was on air.
Are you gonna ask me a question and not let me answer?
Well, hold on. I learned a new term, and I just want to share.
Oh, okay.
It's called secondary entertainment.